You know, Rob, I just heard you describe real tactfully some of the differences between renting and owning a property. So, are there any more tips that you want to pass along to the millennials who will see this program to help them appreciate the fact that they need to be homeowners and they need to be homeowners now?
I would just say, I mean, America was made for business owners, and the power in America came from landowners. Between business tax loopholes and homeownership tax loopholes, the business and homeownership, those are the largest tax loopholes in the tax code in America, and so that you got to follow the money. You have these many loopholes because that's where the money is at. And so also look at the fact that if you I look at the facts. You look at the wealth in America, take away the top 10% of wealthiest Americans, over 60% of the net worth in America, I mean in assets, what people own, is invested in owner occupied properties. So the majority of Americans, their largest source of wealth is paying for the roof that they keep over their head. And so for people that's like, oh, I want to be wealthy and all this and that, and you don't own any real estate, if you ask me, you're hustling backwards.
Listen, I have a friend who's a billionaire, and I won't drop his name because that would be inappropriate. But he shared to me on numerous occasions, Richard, there are two things you have to do to be wealthy. If you want to be wealthy, you have to get in the money stream, and there are several streams of money. And the next thing you need to do is know the tax code well enough, or have somebody knows the tax code well enough to help you to circumvent the tax challenges that you would run into if you didn't have that expertise. Because if you know the tax code, it will help you, like many others, to not avoid taxes, but eliminate the tax liability that's part of the legal process. So, with that advice and then the things you shared earlier that would be a benefit to millennials, I want to encourage all you millennials out there to start thinking about reaching out to your realtors in your neighborhood. And you will find them generally by looking up nearep.com, going to your area, and finding the realtors, because if you find one there, you have a gem to work with for the rest of your interest in real estate. Whether it's real estate development, whether it's real estate purchases, you'll find experts like Rob Pasker standing by to help you follow your dream, acquire wealth through real estate. And I can't put it any simpler. Make the call, do the search, find a realtor in your neighborhood or housing counselor from NID Housing Counseling Agency. They can be found on HUD.gov. Anywhere you go on the HUD.gov, look for housing counselors, you'll see NID Housing Counseling Agency. And you want to be able to connect to that group of people. It makes a National Association of Real Estate Brokers investment division. That's possible. We're no longer in that space. We'll be turned that into a counseling agency because that's how we now invest in our communities, through education.